So I had an idea for a glorious NPC. I got this idea kind of about watching Critical Role last night. So skip ahead a few seconds if you don't want spoilers. But basically, episode 5 of Exandria Unlimited, they were there. And not going to get into what happened because I don't want to spoil anything for nobody. But there was a crocodile and they fought it. So I'm about to be running a pirate setting, hopefully soon. And one of the ideas I had was for a crocodile NPC, because there is a city in the world called Storm Harbor. It's basically a mecca for pirates, very, very important city for pirates. It's on a peninsula, so on one side you've got a bay, a great bay called Fonda Bay. Ahead of it is the Wild Coast, which is the most wild ocean in the world. And to the south of it is the greatest swamp in the world, the biggest series of swamps. It's just on a very muddy and very dingy peninsula. But the city is going to be huge in and of itself. So there's going to be docks on the main ocean side, of course, for the bigger ships, the more important people. But the city is going to be so heavily trafficked that they're going to have overflow docks. So on the southern part of the city, you'll see there's overflow docks there that are outside the walls. Now, outside the walls, it's right on the swamp side. So it's going to be very muddy, very swampy. And I just have this idea for a city mascot to be there. Just this massive, rotund crocodile. Now, I'm not trying to be shaming in any way on this video. This is supposed to be more of a stereotype type thing. Very stereotypical, because I feel like a lot of tabletop games could be stereotypical depending on how your table goes, personal preference. But anyway, Big Chuck is going to be the sausage of all crocodiles. A real horizontal cylinder, if you will. So he just hangs out by the overflow docks. Basically has to drag himself across the mud 5 feet at a time. So he's got 5-foot movement speed. Just drag, drag, drag. And every 5 rounds, he has to stop and take a breather. Like crocodiles and alligators, I don't know how much you know about, but they're cold-blooded. They don't sweat. But Big Chuck, you see him, he'll have the meat sweats, because the people of Storm Harbor view Big Chuck as their mascot. He's been around for over 50 years. And, they bring in their scraps to him. Like any meat that's gone bad, or anything that's gone bad, really. I'm going to say Big Chuck is like this garbage disposal that will suck anything in, whether it be meat, old meat, vegetables. He don't care. Magic items, clay pots. If it's in front of him and gets within his reach, he's going to eat it. And, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about Big Chuck. I'm making him a saltwater crocodile. So, biggest crocodile canonically in the world. Well, the real world. In the worlds of tabletop D&D and Pathfinder, there are a lot bigger things like dire crocodiles and stuff like that. But no, he's just going to be a regular saltwater crocodile. And Big Chuck's mindset is, why should I feed on people when they can bring the food to me? So very, very lazy, very spoiled attitude. He is so used to just laying around on the beach that people will just come up and throw meat to him. He'll eat it. No aggression towards people or any kind of race at all. Very laid back animal. Now, I will say he's not going to be the type that you can go up and just abuse him and him not react. Of course, he's going to have a reaction if you go up to him and mess with him. But just as much as far as walking up on the crocodile and getting close to it, Big Chuck's not going to attack, because in his mindset, he's so used to the people of the city just coming out and, basically feeding him and taking care of him for the past 50 years. That he associates people coming to him as getting a meal. And I don't know if Crocs or anything are really like that in the world, but it's just the psychological aspect I'm thinking of for the NPC himself. I'm putting a lot of thought into it. And another thing I want to do with Big Chuck is that he's going to have some form of intelligence. Obviously, he's not going to be able to talk with anybody or anything like that. But as a character, he's going to have some semblance of more intelligence than regular crocodiles, because he's gotten to this point some way. So he has to be somewhat intelligent. So I'm thinking I can find ways for Big Chuck to be highly manipulative in his actions as an animal or an NPC. Just any way he possibly can to work around getting food. He's gonna that's gonna be his main objective, is to get a meal. And I've already got it planned out. So if you're gonna play in the game, skip ahead a few seconds, because I don't want you to hear this. I don't want to ruin it for you. So that said, if somebody's like a druid or something, they can't speak with animals. Only thing is, the idea I've got is he's gonna be a boss. Give me some meat. I'm hungry, boss. Like that, And it's just gonna be utterly hilarious. And I kind of got that idea from one of my buddies, Davey. He was DMing one shots, and in those, he's got this glorious NPC called what's his name? Larry. Something like that. I think it's Larry. Might be something else, but that's the whole purpose of that NPC. Is it's a demon, a very powerful demon in his one shots. He's like, "Hey, boss, let me out of the jar, boss," because he's trapped in a jar. Utterly hilarious. Just throwing it out there. But that's where I'm getting the inspiration for his personality if they talk to him. It's going to be all about food. And, "Hey, boss, I'm so hungry, boss. Please give me a chicken leg." Stuff like that, Just this massive, rotund, cylindrical crocodile that is obsessed with a meal. And like I said, very stereotypical, very spoiled crocodile. Just the apple of the people of Storm Harbor's eye. Just like, even in a way, I would say he would be cute in some instances. Either that, or he would try to be. You know how like a dog, if it wants something or they want something, it just almost seems to me like they just try to be extra cute, just extra cuddly to get what they want out of you. And that's how Big Chuck's gonna be. You come up to him, he's gonna act as cute and cuddly as possible to basically manipulate you into whatever you want. And God forbid you have some kind of fish hanging off the side of the ship, because he will come up and sneak and get it. That's going to be a thing. Like, if they've got like a shark or something tied to the end of the ship, his ass will get in the water and swim up, roll stealth with him, go up and try to grab this meal off the back of the boat. It's going to be fun. Like I keep saying that, it's just going to be epic. So I wanted to share the NPC because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it and I'm designing it and I'm just falling in love with it. And if anybody's followed this rant this long, I hope you enjoyed it, because it is going to be a pretty epic NPC. And as far as the stats go, this particular game is going to be Pathfinder. So you can find stats for a saltwater crocodile on D20 PFSRD. But I'm thinking I'm going to get the stats for a salty and kind of modify them, to fit Big Chuck, because he's going to be massive. So he's going to have maybe a little more strength than a regular saltwater crocodile. Like I said, his movement speed, I don't know what their movement speeds are, but his will be cut down to 5 feet around, all this and that. Uh, yeah, as far as the stats go, probably going to do something like that, but a little more strength, a little less movement speed. And I'm thinking, since he's going to be such a manipulator, that I might mess with the stats in such a way that he has some sort of perform check, maybe to perform manipulations. I don't know. Just a thought, but if anybody has any ideas, which I doubt anybody's watched this far because normally people don't, but if you do watch this far and you feel like leaving a comment and giving me an idea, I would appreciate it because, the NPCs that I design are ever evolving. And Big Chuck himself, he's also going to be ever evolving. And just going to be a glorious NPC. And I'm very excited for it. I went on a freaking 11-minute rant now. So, yeah, thank you and have a good day.